Good morning. My name is Cheryl. I'm from the YMCA in the Southern Branch. This is going to be a 60-minute barre class. It is for all levels and abilities. If you need to modify, and I am on my toes, just come down on your heels. Or if we are doing lifts and you need a break, just stop and shake it out. Okay, so today, all you need is a set of light weights and a chair. I'm using just light weights today, like 2.5, 3 pounds. You can use light weights, you can use water bottles, or you could use no weight at all. So it's completely up to you. I am going to set my timer. We are going to get started. So today's class, like all barre classes, we are going to work those legs, glutes, arms, and core. Now we will be getting up and down off the floor a little bit. We'll start our warm-up on our feet, then we'll go down on the floor, we'll finish our warm-up, we'll do some core and some legs on the floor, and then we'll get up and we'll do the rest of the class standing up. Okay, so just so that your camera is adjusted so that you can see me coming up and down. Okay, so we're gonna get started. My name is Cheryl, and this is Barre. Our feet are right underneath those hips, and we're gonna bring those arms up, nice big arms. Big stretch up, there you go. Just warming up those muscles. Here we go. Now, step that leg out in that side lunge and bring it back. Just a side lunge. Now, I want to get you ready for that core and that balance. So if you can, just bring that knee up and then side lunge. Make that little pause if you want, just to make sure you get that balance. It doesn't have to be fast. There you go. Excellent job. 2 more. Now last one. And I want you to come out in that side lunge. I want you to add a little pulse. Just that little pulse, warming up that leg a little bit, keeping those arms out. Shoulder height. For 5, 4, 2, and last one. That hand comes on that thigh and reach over. And reach. Warming up those obliques. For 5, 4, and last one. Come back down. Arms come forward and twist. Warming it up. Are you out there, Tiffany? Nice little twist. And 5, 4, 3. Now, last one, I want you to turn, and then just turn. There you go, I'm turning the other direction. That heel is going to come down on the floor, and I'm going to reach. Heel comes down, up on that toe. Elbows come back. There you go. There you are. Thank you. Thank you for the message. And 5. And 3. Now, last one. Come back down and turn back into that side lunge and bring it back up the center. Step it out. Big arms come up. See, I did see your message. It came up on my watch. 1 more. Now, the other side, we're going to step over in that side lunge. And in. Side. Now, you can stay right here, or I want you to lift that knee up. There you go. And side lunge. Getting that balance already. Lots of balance work. Two more. Last one. Yeah, I want you to step out in that side lunge. Arms come out. Add that little pulse. Little pulse. For 5, 4, 2, and hold. Bring those arms forward. And turn. Nice little twist. And 5, 4. Now, Last one. And I'm going to turn. There you go. That back leg, that heel's going to come down. And then up on that toe. Nice little stretch here. Elbows come back. For 5, 4, and last one, and step it up. Okay, we're going to finish our warm-up down on the floor. Just inform out on that floor. I'm going to come down into that hover plank. Which means my elbows are on the floor. There you go. My back is flat, my core is tight. Now I'm just going to warm up that core a little bit. I'm going to hold this hover plank. Now I'm going to slowly bring those hips up in the air. And I'm going to hold it here. For 5, 3. Now slowly bring those hips down, back into that hover plank. You got it. For 5, 3. Now bring those hips back up. For 5, 3. Now last one. Let's come down in that hover plank. For 5, 3. And slowly bring them back up. For 5, 3. Last one. I'm going to drop those knees. Hands are going to come wide. And I'm going to do 5 push-ups. Warming up those arms. And 3. And last one. I'm going to come down into that child's pose. Nice, good stretch. There we go. And we're going to get started right here on the floor. So I'm going to grab my light weights. So I'm just going to use a couple light weights today. You can double them up if you want, if you need a little bit more, or you can just have a heavier weight with you. It's completely up to you depending on what you have. Okay, so I'm just going to grab one weight, and I'm going to start with a little core. I'm going to lay back. My legs are straight on the floor, and that weight is just right here at that chest. Okay? I'm going to reach it up and crunch up as I go, and then I'm going to come back down. Now, if you want to modify this, if you can't pull yourself all the way up, then just crunch. Right here, just crunch. But I'm going to bring myself all the way up and reach. Those legs are staying nice and straight and flat on the ground. There you go. And reach it up for 8. And 7. 5. 3. Okay, last one. I'm going to pull myself up, and I'm going to stay right here. Now, from here, I'm going to hold that weight. I'm going to bend those knees. Feet are on the floor. I'm going to lean back slightly, keeping my back straight, and I'm going to do a Russian twist. So my core is engaged, and that weight's coming side to side. Make sure you're leaning back far enough that that core is engaged, and make sure it's nice and straight. It's not a C curve. There you go. For 8. And 7. 5. 3. And hold it right here in the center. I'm going to pick those legs up. Okay, now I'm going to tap one toe down, keeping those legs lifted. Now my core is still engaged. My back is still straight. There you go. Now you can stay right here, tapping those toes down. Or I want you to take this weight, and I want you to wrap it under the leg that's lifted. There you go. So it's a little figure 8 with that weight. Now, depending on how heavy you picked up, it's going to determine how difficult this is. Now, make sure you keep that core engaged. Keep that form. That leg's coming down. Now, you don't have to do this with the weight. You can just be tapping down. There you go for 8. And 7. 5. 3. Oh, and last one. There you go. And bring it up. I'm going to set that weight right there to the side. I'm going to come down to my side. Now, I'm going to prop up on an elbow, propping up on my elbow. My body is straight, and my top arm is on the floor to keep my balance. I'm going to point my toes and lift my legs off the floor. Now, my feet are off the floor. I'm going to take my top leg. I'm going to place it in front of my bottom foot. So my top foot is in front of my bottom foot. Notice my core is nice and tight. I'm keeping that balance. I'm not leaning back. I'm nice and straight. And I'm propped up on that elbow. Here we go. Top leg. Bring that toe to the knee. And then return that foot in front of the bottom foot. Knee. And bring it back down. Now we're not pressing into that knee. We're just bringing that toe up to the knee. And then back in front of that foot. We are keeping that bottom leg lifted off the floor the entire time, so don't drop it down. Bring it up. Okay, we have 8. And 6. 4. Now, bring that foot up. We're going to add to this. Up, extend the leg. Bring that foot in front of that bottom foot. Knee, extend. That foot comes to there you go, right in front of that bottom foot. Make sure that bottom foot is still lifted off the floor. Tiffany, don't set that foot down on that floor. Keep it lifted. Jennifer, are you out there? That leg better be lifted. Extend that leg. We've got 8 more. I know, I don't only start counting now. And it's 8. And 6. Okay, now our last one. Knee, extend, bring that foot back. Bring that foot back to that knee. Now, this leg, knee is up nice and high. I'm going to bring it down to the floor and then back up. That leg is still lifted off the floor. So you should be feeling this in that glute, that hip, in that leg, in that core. That knee's coming down, all the way down. Don't press it into that knee. It's just resting nicely, nice and soft. For 8. And 7. 5. 3. Now, last one, I'm going to bring that knee up right here. And it's going to add a little pulse. Just opening it up. Little pulse. There we go. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. I'm going to extend that leg. Now, I'm going to prop myself up higher on that elbow. Now my feet are on that floor for now, and I'm going to grab that weight. Now, I'm going to grab 2 weights actually because I have my little weight here. I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to press it up. So it's going to be down and press it up. That palm facing in. Press it up. For 8 and 7, 6, 5, 3. Now, my last one. I'm going to bring it back down. This time, I'm going to take that bottom leg. I'm going to bend that knee, and I'm going to bring my hip up into the air. Now, I'm going to do it again. Press it up. Bring it down. Press it up. Now, if this is too difficult, you can stay on the floor like we did the first 8. And 7. Keep that hip raised. And 5. 3. And last one, bring that arm all the way up. Right here, hold it. And bring that hip up. Little pulses. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. I'm going to set those weights down. I'm going to bring that booty down. I'm going to sit myself up. This top leg is going in the back. I'm sitting upright, hands on the floor. I'm going to move that chair out of the way a little bit there. This back leg is going to come up. Lifting it up. You should feel that in that booty. Lifting that leg up. That chest is lifted as much as you can. And we have 8, 7, 5, 3. Bring that leg up. Foot comes into that booty, like you're pressing, like you're squeezing the ball behind your knee. Bring that foot into that booty for 8, 7, 5, 3. Now hold it right there. Flex the foot and press it back. Little presses for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring it down. Now, my booty. I'm going to come back to my back. I'm going to pick up those weights. I got 2 lighter weights. You can have 5 pounds, whatever weight you want. I'm going to bring those weights up over that chest. Now, I'm going to bring those hips up into the air. I'm going to squeeze those glutes. I got a hip raise here. Arms are raised. I'm going to lower my hips down. I'm going to do a fly. Bring those arms back up. Nice and wide. Squeeze on those glutes. Right, Joaquin? Squeeze those glutes. Hips come up. Big arms with those flies. And we have 8, 6, 4, 2. Now bring those hips all the way up. All the way up. Add that little pulse. Arms stay up right above that chest. Little pulse with that booty for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. We're going to slowly bring it down. And I want you to come up on those toes. Now, option is to just stay on those feet. Nice and flat. Bring those hips back up. But now I'm on those toes. I'm going to bring them down nice and wide with those arms. Back to my flies. Arms come out. And we have 8, 6, 4, 3. Now last one. Bring those hips up nice and high. Arms stay up and add that little pulse. Little pulse for 8, 6, 4, and last one. Slowly bring it down. Now, my last step. I'm going to pull that chair over. Bottom of that chair. That seat is right there with my feet. Now, option is just to keep those feet flat on that floor again. But a little challenge, put those feet up on that seat. Bring that booty up. Arms come up again. Okay, now that booty is up. I'm going to lower it down. Arms come wide and press it up. We're doing those hip raises again, but this time my feet are in that chair. Now that option is to just have those feet flat on the floor or up on those toes. You don't have to use the chair. The chair is just more fun. Right, Jennifer? Bring those hips up and squeeze. There you go. We got 8 and 7, 5, 4. Okay, bring those hips all the way up. Nice and high. Add that little pulse. You got it. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring those hips back down and take those feet off the chair. And I'm just going to scoot that chair out of the way again. Excellent job, you guys. Now, I'm going to just switch it around to my other side. Woo. If you need to stretch those legs out a little bit, you can stretch those legs out. That booty's probably a little sore, a little tight. Bring that leg behind. There you go. Give yourself a nice little stretch there. Okay, excellent job, you guys. Now, I'm going to that other side. I'm going to start by propping myself up on that elbow. My legs are straight and my balance. I'm nice and straight. I'm not leaning back. Okay, this is where we're starting. This top foot. Okay, here we go. Into that knee. And then extend. There you go. You got it. You got 8. And 7. And 5. Now, our last one. So we're going to add to it. Bring it to that knee. Extend. Before it comes to the front of that bottom one. And knee. Extend. Morning. I love milk. I am like crazy about milk. I feel a gurgling in my belly. Okay, we got 5 more. And 5. 3. Okay, our last one. Extend that leg. Bring that foot back to that knee. That knee is nice and high. That bottom foot is still raised off the floor. That knee comes down. How you feeling, Mary? Okay, keep that bottom leg lifted. That knee comes down to the floor for 8. And 7. 5. 3. Okay, our last one, I'm bringing that knee back up. Okay, make sure you're not pressing into that knee, but this knee is up nice and high. We're going to just add a little pulse. A little pulse. We're just moving that knee just a little bit without pressing that foot into the other knee. There you go. Open that knee up for 8. 7. Well, I'm not opening up the knee. I'm sorry. I'm opening up the hip. I'm just pressing the knee open. 4, 3. Oh, and last one. I'm going to extend that leg. Excellent job, you guys. Now I'm going to prop up a little higher on that elbow. I'm going to pick up that weight. There you go. Now, I'm going to press it up. Now, I'm going to start right here with my hips on the floor, just to give you that option of that modification if you can't bring those hips all the way up. We're going to press it up for 8 and 7 and 5, 3. Now, my last one, I'm going to take that bottom leg, I'm going to bend my knee, and I'm going to bring my hips up. Now, same movement with that arm. I'm going to press it up, but I got those hips raised. Remember, that option was to keep those hips down on the floor, and we got 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now, bring that arm all the way up. I want you to bring that hip up. Little hip raise pulses. Little pulses for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring those hips down. Bring that arm down. Drop that weight and sit up. The leg that was in the top is going to come all the way to the back. My chest is lifted. My hands are on that floor. I'm going to take that back leg. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. And I'm going to lift. So that leg just comes up. So I'm in that pretzel. That leg's coming up for 8, 7, 5, 3. Now bring that leg up and bring that foot towards that booty. Bring it in for 8, 7, 5, 3, and bring it in. There you go. I'm going to flex that foot and press it back like I'm pushing that door open. Press it back. And press for 8, 7, 6, 4, and last one. And bring it up. Excellent job, everybody. We're going to finish one last thing, okay, with that core while we're on the floor. Now I'm going to pick up my weight. I'm going to bring those arms up over my head, okay, up over my head. And I'm going to crunch it up. Now, I'm just reaching up. It's just a crunch from over my head. Oh, and reach. My feet are still on the floor for 8 and 7 and 5, 3. Now you can stay right here, or I want you to crunch it up and then extend. There you go. This is your option. Now we're doing a little crunch and extending over. And we have 8 and 7, 5, 3. Oh, last one. Extend it and hold it right here for 8, 7, 5, 3, and crunch it in. I'm going to set that weight to the side, roll myself up. Okay, now, I know I said one more thing. Did I say one more thing? Okay, I'm propped up on those arms, and I'm going to bring those knees up. So I'm crunched up, and I'm going to extend those legs. I'm propped up on those hands now, extending those legs out. And we have 8, 7, 5, 3. Now extend those feet out. Extend those feet out. Open wide, narrow, and crunch back in. Out, open, in, and up for 8 and 7 and 6. You got it. And 3. Oh, last one. Oh, I know you're loving this. And bring it down. Oh, I told you too much milk in that belly today. Okay, you guys, let's stretch that out. I'm coming down in my calves because I'm going to give myself a nice little stretch. Oh, okay. And I'm going to come up on those feet. Now, I want you all to grab a drink. Grab a drink because we got more, okay? Stay hydrated. I know, I forgot my water in the kitchen. Okay, everybody, we're ready. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a couple choices here, okay? I'm going to take my 2 weights. And I'm going to come right here. So I'm not on the floor, I'm just leaning over on the floor. Now, my weights are propped up right here on the floor, and I'm going to come back into a lunge. Now, if you can't lean over and do this, you have a choice. You can stay upright and lunge back. So everything we do, just stay forward. But if you can come down to the floor, then I want you to come down to the floor. So, Tiffany, Mary, Jennifer, everybody come down to the floor. There you go. Maureen, you got this. Now, my hands are on those weights. I'm going to start with those feet right behind my waist. I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to lunge it back. Just that left leg. So I'm leaning forward and those weights are giving me some balance there. That left leg is back. This is my lunge. I'm going to tap it up. I'm going to lunge back. Tap it up. We got 8 and 7, 6, 4. Now, bring that foot all the way out. That knee comes to that floor and add that little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. I'm going to do that all again. Tap it up for 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now, that foot's coming all the way back. That knee's coming down to that floor. A little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3. Now last one, step it back up. Now my right leg is coming back. I know, it's burning, right? Step that right leg back. Tap it up. Step it back. You got 8 and 7. 5, 3. Now that right leg's coming all the way back. That knee's coming down to that floor. Little pop for 8. 6, 4, and hold. We're going to do it again. Foot comes up for 8 and 7. 5, 3. Hey, that right leg's coming all the way back. Knee is pulsing to that floor. What is wrong with that music? Online music is crazy. A little techno there. We got 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Step it up and come up on those feet. Woo! Now, you did it standing up or down. Excellent job. We need to stretch that leg out. Woo! Bring that leg out. Now, great job, everybody. Move those weights out of the way. Okay, now, I'm going to grab my lighter weights now. I'm going with my lighter weights. I need those bigger ones to prop myself up. Now my feet are going to start right under those hips. And I'm going to sit in my chair. I'm going to sit in my chair, my invisible chair. My booty's back and down. I'm going to bring my palms are going to be facing up. I'm going to bring my arms out diagonal. Notice they're not 90 and they're not all the way down. They're right in the middle. Okay? They're right in the middle. Palms are facing up. So this is where I'm going to start. Make sure that booty's down. You're sitting in that chair. Because we always want to work those legs with those arms. Curl up and down. There you go. Alternating sides. We're going to start right here. Alternating sides. Now I have lighter weights, and it's okay because those arms are lifted. And you will feel this even with those lighter weights. Now I'm going to go a little faster. A little faster. We got 8 and 7. 5, 3. Now, my last one, I'm going to bring those arms up to 90 degrees. Now I'm at 90 degrees. Palms are facing into me. I'm still in that chair, booty's back and down. I'm going to add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right here. I'm going to turn my wrist so my palms are facing in, and I'm going to bring my arms straight into that diagonal again. There you go. And I'm going to curl it up. Now, here's a hammer curl because my palms are facing each other. Okay, those arms are staying lifted in that diagonal, and that booty's down in that chair. That's a lot. I know, for 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now last one. 90 degrees. Arms come up. Palms are facing in. Pulse it up. We're still. Those wrists are facing each other. And 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Hold it right there. Okay. Now I'm going to bring those arms down, and it's going to hold those weights right here at my collarbone, and I'm going to add a little pulse. Okay, a little pulse with that crazy techno music. There you go. Little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and we're going to hold it right here. We're sitting in that chair. We're sitting in that chair. Booty's back and down. I'm going to take one leg, okay, while I stay in the chair and tap it out. So it's a little tap out, but this leg is still bent, okay, because I'm sitting in that chair. and I'm tapping one leg out. You got it. For 8, 7, 5, 3, come back under those hips, add that little pulse. Okay. Yes, this is the Kim tap out combo, right? Right, Tiffany? And wait a minute. 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Now my other leg is going to tap out. Tap, tap. For 8, 7, 4, and bring that foot back in under this hip. Add that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Back to that first leg. Tap it out. I know we loved it so much, we're going to do it again. And I got 8, 7, 5, 3, bring that foot back in under those hips. Add the little pulse. For 8, 6, 4, and hold. The other leg, tap it out. Okay, now this is our last set of tap outs. And for 8, 7, 5, 3, but that doesn't mean we're done. Last one, come back in. Now, I'm going to add that little pulse. Coming down, nice and deep. Those hips come back and down. We got 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Come up on one toe, and then the other toe. So we're going to alternate sides coming up on that toe. My hips are still back and down. I'm still sitting in that imaginary chair. Coming up on that toe for 8, and 7, and 5, now, I'm going to come up on one toe. I'm going to come up on one toe, and I'm going to sit in that chair with that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Heel comes down, the other toe. The other heel comes up. Add that pulse. For 8, 6, 4, and hold. Come up on both toes. Yes, both toes. Add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. I want you to hold it in that chair on those toes. Just hold it. Booties down for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring it up. Excellent job. I still got my 2 light weights. My heels are coming together in the first position. If you need to shake it out a little bit, shake it out. Now, I can stay right here. Heels together, feet flat on the floor. Or I can press it up and press those heels together on this toe. It's your choice. But whichever you choose, I want you to lower yourself down so your knees are wide and bent. There you go. Now, I'm going to take these hands, bring them out forward. Palms are facing in, and I'm going to bring them up. Yeah, like that little dance when we were kids, right? Bring those arms up. Woo! I know Mary loves to dance, so she's loving this one for 8, and 7, 5, 3. Now, last one. Bring those arms out. Chest level. Top, bottom, center. Top, bottom, center. Top, bottom, center. We're right here. Right, Maureen? How are you feeling? Top, bottom, center. Woo! There you go. We got 3 more. We got this. Last one. Hold it here. Come out and in. Don't hyperextend. Just bring those arms out. There you go. So you can still see them for 8, and 7, and 5, Oh, I'm losing my balance. Great. Try to stand those toes. And last one. Bring those arms in. I'm going to hold those weights right there at my collarbone again. I'm going to add that little pulse. Little pulse. I'm in first position. Now, you can be on your toes or you can be on those heels. But we're adding that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Knees are coming in and wide. Narrow, wide. Staying in this position for 8, 7, 5, 3. Oh, you got it. Last one. Heels come down. Excellent job. Woo. Now, I got to work those triceps yet. I'm doubling up my weight. In fact, I bet you it'd be easier. I just picked up, since I have it, I'm just going to pick up a heavier weight. It might be a little easier. Now I'm going to lunge back with that right foot. Lunge back with that right foot. I'm going to take my right hand, has that weight. I'm going to come down in that lunge. Elbow comes back. I'm going to start with that row. We're going to start with our rows. I'm losing my balance. Why am I losing my balance? Elbows come back for 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now, elbow comes up. Extend, in, and down. We're adding those triceps here. We're adding those triceps. You got it. Extend. For 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now, last one. Stay right here and just extend it out. There you go. For 8 and 7. I'm going to lean forward slightly. 5, 3. Now, extend it out. Palm faces up. Add that pump. For 8, 6, 4, and hold it right there. I'm going to stay in this lunge. I'm going to hold that weight right here at my collarbone, and I'm going to come down in that lunge. Single lunges. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now that knee's coming down towards that floor. Add that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. You got it. Front leg on that toe. Add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. That heel comes down and step it up. Excellent. Now change sides. Shake it out. Now our left hand has that weight. Left foot comes back. Now start with that row. So we start with that lunge with that row. Bring it down and up. And we have 8, 6, 4. Now, last one. We're going to bring it up. Extend. So it's a row with a tricep extension. And we have 8 and 7, 6, 4, now last one. Stay right here and just extend back. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Extend that arm out. Palm faces up. Add that pulse. For 8, 6, 4, and last one. Bring it up when it comes right to that collarbone. That knee comes down. That chest is lifted now. For 8. We're not leaning forward this time. 6, 5, 3. Now bring that knee down. Add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Front leg. Come up on that toe. Add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Oh, heel comes down and step it up. Great job, you guys. Ooh, stretch out that leg. Stretch out those triceps. Bring that arm up. I need you to get a drink. Stay hydrated. This time, it's not in the kitchen. Here we go. Okay. So, we really haven't used that chair much. So, I'm going to bring that chair out. Now, you may not need the chair right now, but I want you to have it there just in case you need it for some balance, okay? So just have it next to you for some balance. I'm going to put my feet in first position. In first position, my chest is lifted. And the chair is there for balance. I can use it or I don't have to use it. Okay, now, here's where I'm going to start. Now, my far leg. The leg that's furthest from that chair. There you go. My feet are in first, which means my heels are together, my toes are slightly pointed out. I'm going to try it without the chair, and we'll see how it goes, okay? Now, I'm going to bring that foot, and I'm going to bring it up to that knee, and then bring it back to first. Bring it up, bring it back to first. So I'm just stepping it up, sort of like when we were on the floor, and then that foot heel comes back together. For 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now I'm going to add to this. I'm going to bring that foot up. I'm going to extend it out, bring it down to the floor, and drag it in heel to heel. Knee, extend, down, drag it in heel to heel. There you go. See, we may not need the chair for this. But if you do, it's okay. Because I don't want you to fall. Heel comes in. For 8. 4, 3, last one. And extend. Now, I want you to bring that heel, that toe, up to that knee. Knee comes in and wide. So now, do not press. This is when you might need that chair. Do not press that foot into that leg. You're just opening up that hip. For 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now last one, I'm going to open it up right here where it was. I'm going to extend that leg right here. Extend, and I'm going to lift. Now I'm going to stay right here with just that lift. Now that lift is at a diagonal. It's not in front of you, and it's not next to you. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Oh, and last one. And bring it back into that first position. Okay, shake it out. Now, I'm going to put my feet parallel to each other, and I'm going to bring that same leg forward. Now it's at 12 o'clock. My heel is down on the ground. Well, my foot is facing down to the ground. And I'm going to lift it 12 o'clock. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now, lift that leg up. Point that toe out of pulse. For 8, 6, 4, and hold. Flex your foot. Bring it down all the way up. 12 o'clock. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Okay, bring that leg all the way up. Add that pulse. Foot is flexed. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. There you go. Now, I'm going to bring that foot behind 6 o'clock. Okay? 6 o'clock. I'm still going to stand up. My chest is lifted. My toe is pointed. I'm going to lift. 6 o'clock. Okay, Allison. That booty better start burning here, right? We got 8, 7, 5, 3. Now, toes pointed, lift that leg, and add that little pause. That chest is still lifted, so I can only lift that leg so high for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Now I'm going to bring my arms out, and I'm going to lean forward slightly, and I'm going to lift that leg up a much higher, keeping those hips square to that floor. Point that toe, add that pulse. 4 sets of 8 pulses for 8, 6, 4, and 8, 6, 4, halfway, and 8, 6, 4, last set for 8, 6, 4, and last one, and bring it down. Great job. See, you probably didn't even need that chair. Cross it over, stretch that leg out. Woo! That felt good. Now, I'm going to move the chair just in case I need to grab it. Okay. We start with those heels together. First position. First position. There you go. Now, you can even just go into your prayer, hands on your hips, arms out, up, front, what you feel comfortable with, okay? Now, I'm going to bring that outside leg furthest from the chair. Toe comes to the floor. Toe comes to the knee, and then back to the floor. Feet come back to first. Heels together. Lift, first, for 8, and 7, 5, 3. Now, last one. I'm going to add to this. You ready? Bring it up, extend to the ground, drag it in for 8. And 7. Hey guys, how much easier. I know something. And 5. I just shouted somewhere. 4, 3. Now last one. Bring that foot back up next to that knee. Don't press into that knee. Knee comes in and open. And open. We got 8. I need the chair. And 6, 5. I try to do it down. 4. Now, last one. Open it up. Extend that leg out. Bring it down and lift. Now remember, this is at a diagonal. It's not here and it's not here. It's right in the center. This for 8 and 7, 5, 3. Oh, and last one. Woo! Bring that foot back in. Parallel feet. Those feet are right next to each other, going the same direction. Same leg. Bring it out to 12 o'clock. Bottom of foot facing down and lift for 8, 7, 5, 3. Now bring that leg up. Point that toe. Add that pulse for 8, 6, 4, and hold. Flex that foot down and up. There you go. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now bring that leg up. Foot is flexed. Add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. I'm going to bring that foot behind, okay? I'm going to lift that chest up. I'm going to stand up straight, and that leg is behind. Point that toe and lift. So I can only lift it. See, I can't lift it that high because I'm standing up. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now I'm going to bring it up nice and high. Add that pulse. Point that toe. For 8, 6, 4, and hold. Flex that foot. Bring it down and up. Nice lift. Foot is flexed. For 8, 7, 5. Now, foot comes up. Add that pulse. For 8, 6, 4, and hold. I'm going to point that toe. I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to bring those arms out. Okay, now my leg can come up much higher. And I'm going to add a pulse here. I'm going to do 4 sets of 8. Hips are squared to that floor. Don't turn to the side. for 8, 7, 5, 3, and 8. 6, 4, halfway there, for 8, 6, 4, last set for 8, 6, 4, and last one. There you go. Woo. Excellent job. Cross that leg over. Give yourself a nice stretch there. You did an amazing job. Grab a drink. Kevin, let's get this to the side. There you go. Woo. Now, let's bring those feet out wide. Stretch it up. Nice stretch up. Bring those arms up. Keep one arm up there. Stretch out that tricep. There you go. We're going to try and stretch it all out here. Getting out. There you go. And the other arm. Stretch out that tricep. Now, that arm comes across that shoulder. And then the other one. I'm going to put those hands together. Bring them forward. Oh, curl it over. And then those arms come up wide. Give me a hug. Thumbs are up. Thumbs are down. Hands come behind. Chest is lifted. Head comes back. Now we're going to roll those shoulders. I need a little shoulder roll here. Roll those shoulders. And then reverse. Woo. Okay, arms come down. I want you to roll that head around. I think you guys just slept wrong. I need a head roll and reverse without getting dizzy. Oh, last one around. Excellent. Pick up one leg. That's funny. I get dizzy if I'm doing a head roll. What do you guys think? You get dizzy also? Anybody with me? Okay, cross that leg over. Sit in that chair. Stretch that booty out. Woo. And that other leg. Pick up that foot. Stretch out that quad. And cross that leg over. Okay, Maureen, I hope I got that all right. What you like? Okay. Woo, bring it up. Step that foot behind. Reach over. Stretch out those obliques. You guys did a great job today. Great workout. You really worked on those muscles. Step it out. Big stretch out. Fabulous job. Woo! Thank you very much. You guys are great. Have a wonderful day. Come back and see me again Tuesday for HIIT, 7 a.m. Get that workout in nice and early. Have a great day. Bye.